So I'm sure you guys heard the great news. If not, Gura returns as Saba and her and had her debut stream yesterday. This is not something that's being hidden. For example, on our Gawr Gura, they literally talk about Gura being Saba and all that, you know. And Gura herself seems like she's not hiding this at all. This is like very much common knowledge. If Gura says anything or implies anything about like trying to hide that fact, it is clearly her memeing around. But Gura's return as Saba, yes, it's great news. However, for some people it's not, because they're like seething, they're crashing out about Saba, about Gura's new model, which is very similar to her old model. But yeah, they're mad, and that's always funny. Before we take a look at their anger, I will play a brief portion of Saba's debut stream, so you can take a look at her model if you haven't seen it yet. And of course, consider watching the actual stream, which I will link in the description. And then after that, we will take a look at the angry people.
Nice to meet you. I've never met you before. Wow! So many of your guesses were so close. I'm a fish. Trust me. I'm a fish. Don't ask any other further questions. Fishy with a very wibbly wobbly tail.
So yeah, the whole thing with the fish tail, but the cat ears, is causing popular speculation. As you can see, for example, that comment right there, that she's a catfish. I will take this opportunity to mention that I also feel personally vindicated, because some people were making fun of me for the way that I stand with my arm sticking out like that. But look at Saba. She's actually got a very similar stance. Her dress just makes it a little less obvious. But I will take this as vindication. Let's go. As mentioned, though, some people are not happy about this. For example, over on Blue Sky, we've got this comment from 2 hours ago reading, "Really disappointed that Saba is even more lolly than her past lives. Frickin' gross." Response reading, "I 100% agree, it's weird and gross." The anger is not mutually exclusive to Blue Sky, though. For example, back over on Twitter, we've got this tweet that got over 1 million views, or like a million views. A lot of people mocking this tweet that says, "Why on earth did Saba go and do that? She literally had the opportunity to do an amazing character that didn't bring in weirdos. Instead, she picked an insanely lolly character that will bring about PDF files. I'm done with the creator." Oh no, what is Gura gonna do? Oh my gosh, what a disaster, guys. Savvy here, Madam Savvy, responding and saying, "She did do something amazing to her, something she enjoys. Why do you think yourself so important to dictate what people like design-wise? She's indie, and millions around the globe aren't as mentally stunted as you. If you see a human child in fictional art, you're telling on yourself, freak." Who sounds so freaking fun. Some other comments reading from Rock Solid, "Have you ever watched Gura?" Smitty saying, "Get filtered." And Smug Elena, the one and only, saying, "Tourist alert." We've also got Fausto saying, "You got a Gura profile pic, hypocrite." And yeah, it looks like that person did originally have a Gura profile pic when they made that tweet. And then when the tweet began to get a lot of attention and they got a lot of backlash to it, people were calling them hypocrite, etc., and they changed the profile pic. Then adding on to their tweet saying, "I F with Saba, but her model and this pandering to that audience is really disheartening, yet not surprising. I likely won't be watching her unless Doobie collab, but good luck to her." That user wasn't done there though, then making another follow-up tweet that reads, "I said I was done with the creator, which meant that I was going to change profile pic. Why the heck are you guys stalking my page to see when it happens? Go outside." Top response just reads, "Get a job." And then there's this one that's defending the OP. "All you did was express your disappointment over someone not changing when given a clear opportunity, and I'm with you." Oh my gosh. Okay, let's finish this first. "Catering to these chomos, these PDF file communities, is harmful, clearly. Just found some creators I've followed tearing you up. Good to know they're gross too." So that's just hilarious. Like, clear opportunity to change, and she's one of the most successful streamers of all time. There was nothing to change, like, unless she wanted to do a complete like redesign. Turns out she wanted to do something that was similar to her model as Gura. So she clearly likes that. She's not like obligated to change that because some Twitter freaks are going to get mad about it. And again, it's totally fine if someone doesn't like her design or anyone's design. But speaking objectively here, all of Gura's designs in her lives, like in her lives, you know what I mean? They've all been safe for work. It's like a lolly design, sure, but it is a safe for work lolly design. There's another angry thread we're going to take a look at, but first, a short one here, because this is something I need help understanding. Thank you, Modem, for the tag. Says, "Gawr Gura already came back. All alert hero hey that the #1 VTuber hater of the best VTuber ever wants to come back to Thunderdome. We're weebs, we don't forget." First of all, I love the massive weeb energy here. I think this is something that's lacking from the anime community at times nowadays. because there's been like this infestation of tourists who like shame old weeb culture, so to speak. And like the great thing about old weeb culture is it was cringy, but weebs knew they were cringe. Just that we also absolutely embrace it. I mean, actually, if you think about it, it's a display of overwhelming confidence, really. But now you have like the morality police who try and like hate on the old weeb cringe. But they're like worse because unironically they're cringe by always trying to be like Twitter cops and morality police types and whatnot. But that's a whole separate topic. I just wanted to bring that up really quick because the whole like we're weebs, we don't forget is so cringe, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but I love it at the same time. It's great. But enough of that side tangent. On to the main topic of this segment of the video. Brittany Venti says, I don't know, should I come back? And as mentioned, Brittany Venti is one of Gawr Gura's biggest haters, maybe her biggest hater of all time. Now, I really don't follow Brittany Venti at all. I think I made a video or two about her like 3 years ago when she was going viral for her crash out about Gawr Gura. So my question to you guys is, do you think it's coincidence that apparently Brittany Venti has apparently been like retired from YouTube or whatever, I guess? And on the same day that Saba debuts, now Brittany Venti's like, I don't know, should I come back? Because this really makes it seem like Brittany Venti is on hinge levels of like thinking about Gawr Gura. Like Gawr Gura is absolutely rent free, if that's what's going on here. And it seems way too coincidental for that not to be what's going on here. But let me know what you guys think. That takes us to the final thread. You guys ready for this? Here we go. All right, my timeline is... Let me try this again. All right, my timeline is hell today because of certain reactions to Saba's design. So I'ma just say it and let the people clear themselves out. She looks like a child, and it gives me the ick. But people immediately sexualizing her gives me an even bigger ick. This is the only time I'm gonna say it, because I do like Saba, and I'm very happy for her success, but man, some of y'all are way too eager to tell the entire world you jake it to that design. Like, no hate towards Saba, like, girl, get that bag and all. It's more so how much those types of fans will immediately turn her into gooner slop. This isn't helped by the fact that she's overtly pandering to that crowd. But again, girl, get that bag. This seems like a very inconsistent person, doesn't it? Like, I'm actually confused here what their opinion really is, because, like, they're saying she looks like a child and like, people are sexualizing her and she's pandering to those people. But at the same time, this person's like, get the bag. So does this person have a problem with that or not? Presumably they do. But then at the same time, they're like fine with what they're perceiving as like a giant problem. So yeah, I just find it inconsistent, but maybe I'm missing something here. Let me know what you guys think. And regardless, we've got this response that reads, this has been a thing even, this has been her thing even before Gura. I think she just actually likes it, not pandering. Nevertheless, as more and more people responded to the OP, they eventually locked the responses. In closing, we've got the one and only Neneko here, in Gura's first life form, so to speak. And if you want to watch the full thing with audio, oh my gosh, with audio, I will link it in the description for you. I will link on Neneko's Twitter in the description for you. You can watch the full thing there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And great job, Neneko, with the cosplay, as always. Congratulations, Saba, on the debut and returning, so to speak. You guys know what I mean. Consider liking or what the freaking dog. Consider liking and or subscribing if you enjoyed my coverage. Appreciate ya. I look forward to seeing you in the comments here and in the next one.